Every great athlete starts somewhere. In this week's Journey to Greatness, we hear from one of the greatest linebackers of all time. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio is a celebration of the greatest players to ever step onto the gridiron. It's the most exclusive of clubs, with membership being limited only to its most decorated athletes. In 1998, Mike Singletary took his rightful place among the immortals of the game. In a career that spanned 12 years, Singletary amassed more than 1,300 tackles and earned 10 trips to the Pro Bowl. He was best known for being the leader of the famous 1985 Bears defense, arguably the best to ever step onto the field.
That experience was, it seems like sometimes it was yesterday, but there were just a lot of great guys coming together, just refusing to lose and wanting to be a part of something better and bigger than themselves.
His journey began in the most modest of ways in Houston, Texas. In the mid-1970s, he developed a passion for the game that would stay with him for the rest of his life. Standing less than 6 feet tall, he didn't possess the prototypical size of a linebacker, but in his heart, he believed he could play the game at the highest level. A standout linebacker at Worthing High School, Singletary remembers a chance encounter that would help motivate him to chase his dream.
One day I came out of my class and a group of my teammates said, "Mike, you got to come down to the gym. There's a guy, his name is Durfee Thompson. I think he went to Prairie View and he just got cut from an NFL team. This guy was like 6'4", and he's about 250 pounds. He said, "Mike, if he can't make it, you don't have a chance." So we go down and we meet the guy, and he doesn't say much. He just says, "Hi, I'm Durfee Thompson," and he was lifting weights in the gym. And we went out and worked out. After the workout, he came up to me after practice and said, "Son, I want you to know you have something. You can play at the next level." He said, you have a passion about you. Don't let that die, because that's going to be the key for you to get a scholarship. That was so encouraging. I believed it in my heart, but I was hoping that somebody else would believe it too.
Inspired by that chance encounter, Singletary parlayed a successful high school career into a successful college career at Baylor. In 1980, he led the Bears to their first 10-win season and a Southwest Conference championship. Despite the success that he enjoyed at Baylor, there were some doubts as to whether he was big enough to excel at the pro level. In 1981, his lifelong dream of playing in the NFL came true when the Chicago Bears decided to take a chance on the undersized playmaker.
It was amazing. It was, I really can't put it into words. It was really a phenomenal feeling to know that this was one of my goals. And I felt tremendously blessed to be able to have the opportunity to play in the NFL.
Now in his late 50s, Singletary is happily retired, married to his longtime sweetheart Kim, and the proud father of 7 children.
Here we go.
The passion that drove him to be one of the best to ever play the game now fuels him to learn more about the head trauma that has plagued so many of his fellow competitors. As a spokesman for concussions at UT Southwestern, he has immersed himself in the understanding of the complexities of CTE and head trauma.
For me, it was very natural as a former football player and a coach to look at that situation and be able to give parents some kind of information when they ask you, well, what about this whole concussion issue? Should I let my son play? So before I could really answer that question, I had to do more research. Guys, one of the first things we want to talk about in making a safe tackle is to make sure that you come to balance. The game has changed a lot. As a matter of fact, today, I think when I was playing, I could see parents being afraid to let their kids play. I mean, it was all out. I mean, you could get a quarterback and slam him. You could take a running back and throw him out of bounds. I mean, there's a number of things you could do. But today, they've done a lot of things to protect the player, particularly the quarterback and receivers. But I don't think we're really looking at it from a totality standpoint in terms of what can we do overall. If on the defensive side of the ball that I really, as a coach, really focus on and pay attention to the detail of tackling. Not only am I going to lower my risk of having a head injury, but I'm also going to make it better for the guy that I'm tackling.
Whether it's when he was tackling players several years ago or working to ensure the safety of current and future players, Mike Singletary has always had a passion for football that has made him one of the game's all-time greats.